Hello, everyone, and welcome to your Friday reading. I'm exhausted, frankly, and so it will be interesting to see what the messages are for today. I'm just glad we made it to the end of the week. This has been a very odd week. It's been an epiphanal week. It's been a week of discovery. It's been one of seeing truth about a lot of things that I know for me personally, I didn't want to admit about others, but when you ask spirit to show you the truth, man, you see it. So, but it's actually a relief, and it's a very calming feeling at this point once I've had time to sit with it. So just walk into life with your eyes wide open, okay? And the people, because there are really good people, hold on to them. Hold on to those people. And the ones who have been wearing a mask, let them go. Okay? So I ask for the vibe because I am an energy reader more than anything. I listen to the voice of spirit. I read the energetic currents and patterns and waves, and it affects everything from the physical to the mental to the emotional to, you have to work. It's really hard. You have to work really hard, and so many of you out there are the same way, that you have to work really hard not to let that influence your day. It's a little different than being an empath or empathy. It's very similar, but it's the current that the psychic information comes in through. Okay, so anyway, I pulled a mug and I asked Spirit, what is the message and what is the vibe for today? What is the message and the vibe for Friday? And it's peace. And I was so relieved because I thought, we made it to the end of the week. We made it through this week. We made it through this really, I think it's a Lemony, in the Lemony Snicket series. I forgot it's like a huge sequence, but it's the absolutely horrible, rotten, no good day. But it's been a horribly rotten, no good week. And I know I'm misquoting that, but you get it. All right. The sense of peace, let it wash over you. Let it calm you. Let it bring you back to your center. And we are going to be just fine. Sometimes truths are hard to swallow, but you know what? This won't be, because it's delicious. Yeah, okay. All right, so let's put this here for now. And that way it can be seen. All right, so let's get into messages. And this week has been a week of varied kind of the rapid fire, rapid messages. I don't know if this is going to be similar or if it's going to be just one linear story. Now, or reading. It's a reading. Okay. This is a general reading, however, so all of it will not resonate, so please understand that. Okay, I'm going to use the Gordon Smith, the Healing Spirits Oracle. Very cool deck. Very mystical. And it's kind of cool because on the back it has a caduceus, the sign of healing, the sign of the medical community. I think a lot of professions have a symbol, and that's the one for those in the healing field, particularly like doctors and that kind of thing. All right, so let's see. Creator of all things, all that is, spirit guides and guardians, please step into this space, come into this space, surround this reading, provide protection, knowledge, and wisdom, and help us to understand what the message is for Friday, for the collective, for the majority of the collective, as this is a general reading. All right. What have we got? Okay. What do we have here? All right, we have two, and they look very similar. Now, every card in this deck does not look like this. Okay, you've got a whole bunch of different variations of colors and themes. These two look remarkably alike. The first one, oh my word, it's card 44, and then we have card 37. Interesting. Okay, so the first one, there is so much more to you than you think. There is so much more to you than you think. And the next one, to overcome, you first have to climb. So, take a look at these two together. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. It feels like one is a continuation of the next. To overcome, you first have to climb. And climb means coming to an acceptance and awareness and being willing to put in the work and not ride on someone else's coattails or mooch off someone else. So, yeah. To overcome, to grow, to expand, you first have to climb. There is so much more to you than you think. I've been saying this all week. You are capable of so much. Give yourself more credit. Then I think here's what I'm getting and what I'm hearing is that I think a lot of you are buying into the old messages and being a people pleaser or being someone who does not exalt and stand in faith in your understanding of things, but instead you don't want to make other people uncomfortable, so you always are a little self-denigrating, or you pull back, or you try to do too much. And so that's coming from a place of fear of not being good enough. Understand that you are good enough. Understand that you have a perfect soul. Understand that you do the work. So it's time to let yourself shine. It's time to let yourself excel and believe in yourself, okay? Now, let's get something a little more specific. I'm sorry, I'm really itchy today. I think I ate something I'm allergic to, so... all right, what, okay, no. What, yeah, this one. Okay, so let's see if we can find anything. This is another oracle card, and then we're going to get into a tarot deck, because I feel like there's a message coming through, and it's going to be a little more specific. I feel like we're doing the linear read at this point. This is the Queen of the Sun Oracle. Again, we've got that big bright burst of light on the back. That seems to be a theme. So let's see what we've got going on here. And someone needs to hear that they are good enough just as they are right now. So they don't have to do anything, augment, change. If someone is waiting until they lose weight, or they feel like they're too old, or they feel like they're too young, or they feel like that whatever it is, you know what, you are just fine. You are good just the way you are. So if you wait for that, things will always change in your life in one way or another. So we are always in a period of flux and change. if you wait for everything to be perfect, it will never be perfect, because we are in an incarnation right now. Okay, so what is the message for the collective from the Oracle of the Sun? What is the... Wow. Okay, what is the message from the Oracle of the Sun? And this one was jumping out earlier, and I didn't take it because it didn't fly out, but it's stuck out. So I'm going to leave that face down. Let me get this one. Oh, my word. It's all the way over there. Okay. Huh. Card 22. Interesting. Okay. Take a look at that. The card is called Weaving. Now, when you think of weaving, you think of a loom and fabric or textiles. Weaving could be a spider web, and spider web often means creation and creativity. It's a way to also provide sustenance for yourself, you know, if you're the spider. But this is a little different. This is someone with a wheel. Weaving the wheel. And those are portals. Circle upon circle upon circle behind her. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. I always ask in my head for help with things because I don't want to just interpret based on my understanding of things. I mean, that's part of it, and using that filter. But I always ask Spirit, provide me with the words and the wisdom and the knowledge, and hopefully it's wisdom. It's not mine, it's theirs, so I would call it that. Help me to understand what the collective needs to know about this. And what I'm hearing about this is that she is weaving possibility. She is weaving a future. So yet again, it's coming up. Your thoughts are important, and your thoughts will create a reality. That means you can impact and affect change wherever you are, in the quiet of your own space, by thinking it. In the shower, water is a wonderful facilitator. It amplifies. I'm also hearing the word adventure. So I feel like this is going to be related to an upcoming adventure. And before you could embark on that adventure, you had to drop weights. You had to drop the weight of things that were burdening you. And it's almost like pulling up anchor and getting ready to move on in your life. She is moving through this time-traveling portal is what it feels like. All right. The card that was face down, card 19. Yet again, we have a card that, when you add it together, is a 10. The last card that was a 37 ends up being a 10. This is a 10. So we are moving past the end of the cycle and into a new beginning. And it's creation. Creation that not only will impact you, but future generations. So you're going on an adventure. You're weaving. I hear you, baby. One of the little my little kitty baby. One of the kitty babies is howling over her toy. I'm in here. Okay, but and then another one is like, what's going on? What's going on? Chasing after the cat. Okay, so an adventure is about to begin. An adventure is about to begin because you are weaving with your thoughts your reality, which is creating a new reality not just for you, but for the future. That's a lovely thought. That's a lovely image, and it's a lovely message, and it's true. What you think will very often dictate where you go and what happens. If you believe that you're not good enough, then you hold yourself back. And others hold you back by sending you that message. And it's a way of manipulating and controlling you. Understand that. So you decide what is your truth. And if you need to learn more, if you need to gain another skill in whatever way possible, it doesn't have to mean formal education, and it doesn't have to mean spending money. You could just read books. You could watch videos. You could, whatever it is, okay? Listen to people when they talk who are, or you feel like are, experts in a field. Okay, I need to get more information on this. And I wanted to do a tarot deck, so which one? And there she went. It was one of my cats. She just went sneaking in. I mean, she was like down low, sneaking in with a toy in her mouth. It was funny. Anyway, all right. I keep looking at this one, so I'm going to go with this. Whoa. I'm going to go with this deck. And it is the Neoteric Feminine Divine. Divine's not part of that. Neoteric Feminine Tarot. All right. Well, hopefully that means we're divinely guided. All right. Honey, it's okay. It's all yours. That is all yours. Okay. Creator of all things, all that is, spirit guides and guardians, guide my words and actions. Help me to understand the reading. Show me the cards I need to see that will guide and direct and help me to understand the message, the predominant message for the collective. Okay. Now, before I even start, they want me to take this one off the top. Well, that's pretty clear. Ten of Swords. This goes back to the two cards that ended up when you added the numbers together as a 10. It truly is an ending and a new beginning. Something's over. Something is finished. And I feel like it has to do with a way of life or a way of living, because you now understand the truth of situations. So it can be painful sometimes, but it also can be very freeing. And it is just like the weaving card and the word possibility came up. It provides you with a great deal of possibility. What area of life is that in, Spirit? For the collective. And if there's more than one way to read that, please help me to know what it is. I just see, it's like the being I'm seeing, I don't know who this person is, but it's just someone, and it's very symbolic. But I see someone like doing this and shaking off the dust, the cobwebs, anything that is holding them back, and they walk forward. And they, for the first time in a long time, can take a deep breath. Okay, so I think this is, I'm asking, so again, what area of life is that in? And I'm hearing personal development and personal evolution. That's it. Personal development, personal evolution. You don't have to answer to anyone but yourself. That's pretty good. All right. What else do you want? Anyone in the collective who is impacted by this situation, what is it that you want them to know at this time? Okay. What is it that you want them to know at this time? Very often, birth is painful, and birth is a lot of hard work, and it takes some time. But the results are well worth the difficulty. And the card that came out is the Hanged Man. So with this card, oh my gosh, I love the way all the messages tie together. So the beginning of the week, it was what you thought was a weakness is actually a strength. Same thing here. Review a situation, and what you will find is what you felt like was a negative will actually turn out to be a positive. That's wonderful. But you've got to stop focusing. Well, you do whatever you want to do. This is a general reading. My suggestion is that instead of focusing on the negative and beating yourself up about, well, I can't believe, one, I allowed this to go on for this long, and I bought into the line trying to be so, blah, 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 whatever. No, don't buy into the negativity of it. Instead, look at it as though you gained your freedom. You got to blow off the dust, the debris, the remains. It's like if you've been working in the yard or doing something that makes you really gritty, dirty, like literally gritty and dirty, and you get in the shower and it all washes off and you feel 10 pounds lighter. You just feel clean and fresh. Don't be surprised if you get tired, because I'm getting that sometimes that can also be, it can cause a lot of fatigue. It can be fatiguing. So don't be surprised if you get tired, but understand that you just washed yourself clean. So be grateful and proud of your efforts. Okay? What's next? Okay, they want me to go Light Seers? Yes. Okay, they want me to get the clarifiers from the Light Seers. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, Light Seers Tarot. And what are the clarifiers for this? A situation has ended with the Ten of Swords. And the number 10, this is the third time the number 10 has come up. So a situation has ended and you are at a new beginning, because you distill that down and then it becomes a 1. So you have lived through the hardest part of the birthing, and you're birthing a new you. You have cleansed, you have purified, you feel 10 pounds lighter from washing off all the debris and grit of the situation and the work, and you're tired, but you look at it from a whole new perspective, and that sleeping like a baby, yeah, it will give you a certain amount of peace. Oh, like the mug. Yet again, all the messages synchronize. I love that so much. So, what is the clarifier? So what now? You've gone through all of that. After the rest period, and that might be a couple of days off. So, or I feel like it's going to be sometime next week. So what is the message for after the rest period? After you have rested, after your big cleanse, after this big finale, so to speak, what is the message for the collective? What is it that you want people to know? What is it that you want everyone that this applies to? It is a general reading. What is it that you want them to know about after they've rested? Am I asking the right question? I didn't get a card. Am I asking the right question? They want me to be more specific. What should you do Okay. For whomever this impacts in the collective, what should they do after this sense of rest has been accomplished and they are healed, they are whole, and they are looking forward rather than back? What do you want the collective to do? Oh, well, that time we got a whole bunch. Okay, so that must have been the right question. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, I wonder if my friend Katie is with me. She was my best friend in high school, and I pretty much lived with her family a whole chunk of my junior year. Because I just heard, well, alrighty, dighty, and she used to say that all the time. Oh, what a wonderful human being. She's been gone for about 8 years now. It's hard to believe. All right, so let's see what we've got. Let me flip these over because they all came out face down. Wow. Woo. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, I'm all itchy. Yeah, allergies. So, I'm asking Spirit, is this the order they're supposed to come in the way I flipped them over? And they said, really, no. So, I'm asking, what is the order here? This goes last. Okay. This goes first. No, that goes second. No. Okay. No. It was almost right. Okay, so I just had to... Actually, that is the order they came in. I just had to move this King of Wands. Okay. I've had a lot of fire energy this week, too, in the cards. All right, so we start with the... Is that the Knight? Yeah. Sorry. So we start out with the Knight of Pentacles. I am a little tired. Okay, and then we go to... Okay, the Knight of Pentacles, and then the Eight... Oops, sorry. The Eight of Pentacles. That is an uncomfortable chair that she is sitting in. That's like one of those hard-molded plastic chairs, but they're never comfortable, really. So you're not going to stay there long while you're making that decision. And then we have the Ace of Swords and that Nautilus shell. I just love that so much in this card. She looks like Ingrid Bergman to me. For those of you who are really young, she was a very famous movie star. The Chariot. And it looks like there's a fiery sky behind them. They're on the move and racing. And then we have the King of Wands. And this is a great King of Wands. He's holding a torch. There's a lion behind him, red shirt, but, for fire and passion. But he's got his hand in his pocket like, I've got this. No one's going to rush me. I know who I am, and I know what I do, and I know I'm divinely protected, and I know I've got the torch of light to show the way. So it's a focused, driven nature, and that's very cool. All right, so Spirit, please give me the words to clarify what this means for these two cards. The ending, so a new beginning can happen, seeing things from a different perspective. The question was, what should, if this is your reading, what should the members of the collective do after they have rested from the purge and cleanse? What should they do? And what I'm hearing is, even though you have the Chariot and that's moving fast, in this instance, I feel like instead of moving fast necessarily, because everything else is about taking your time, except for that miserably uncomfortable chair, I'm getting take your time, don't take forever, But take your time and give yourself time to reflect on all your options and what is it that you really want. And then move toward it. Now and that's where you will find your abundance. And that's abundance not just financially, but emotionally, mentally. The core of who you are will glow and shine like this torch. The core of who you are will just shine like this ray of light, this download going straight into the brain of this person. There's a lot here about intuitiveness. Like these two cards, I feel like, are all about intuition. When you know what to do, you will know it like a bolt of lightning. Okay? And that could be the speed part of the Chariot, but it's also about intuition coming into you. So you are not in a race. This is not a knight who's on the horse galloping. This is about a knight who is focused. And you could see this as someone who is generous, or someone who is generous but also can be, because they are always receiving. I feel like this is going to be receiving, though, not so much financially, but in the form of information. There's a lot of information coming in with this reading and this spread. So what do you do after you've had time to rest and recuperate and heal mind, body, spirit? You pay attention and listen. If you rush into something, I really feel like you're going to rush into something, and there will be a price to pay, because it was okay. You know the old, I don't know if you all remember the old phrase, jumping from the frying pan into the fire. That's if you move too quickly. You've cleansed, you've healed, you've rested. Look at all your options and ask for guidance and information. Take your time. And even though that chair may not be the most comfortable, which means you don't want to spend there, you don't want to be there forever, but you're still sitting instead of standing. And she is looking at the horizon with all of these options ahead of her. So she gets to decide what she wants to do. He, she, doesn't matter. But this person gets to decide, which one of these am I going to choose? And then that person listens to their intuition. They follow the nudge from spirit. They listen to their intuition, and that is when they make their move. And that's when they become a king of knights, or a king of wands. But it's also when I feel like there's a king of wand energy coming in, because you're finally ready for it. Again, male, female, it doesn't matter. It's the energy of the card. When you go through this process, that is when you find your inner strength, but also you find your match. Now, whether this is in a friendship, a business partner, a romantic partner, whatever it is, this is when you find your match. Okay? Okay. I just realized I'm like asking a question, and it's like, not getting an answer. Okay, that's because this is a recording. All right, everyone. I feel really good about this reading, and this was a perfect way to end the week of readings. It has been, my word, it has been some kind of week, and I mean in every way. So, and I still have this card face up, so don't forget, if you watched yesterday's reading, Archangel, either Gabriel or Gabriel, will help you find your voice. Okay? By the time you're seeing this, I'm thinking whatever that incident was, it's already happened. So you are about to go into the resting phase. Give yourself this weekend to just be. Give yourself this weekend to heal, recover, recuperate, do whatever you need to do to take care of yourself. Because I feel like it will be interesting to see what the reading is for Monday, because I feel like that's when we're going to be in that decision-making process, and I include myself in that. I mean, I'm part of the collective too. And I want to thank you all so much. The fact that you take the time, and if you're still here and with me, thank you so much. But the fact that you take the time out of your day to leave a comment does not go unnoticed. Thank you so much for being you. Okay? Give yourself more credit than you do. And know that you are strong enough, you are good enough, and you are just fine right now the way you are. Well, hi, baby. You coming in to visit? Well, hi, honey. Okay. Yeah. I'm glad you're feeling good. So, yeah, she just started. This one you guys haven't really seen. She stays to herself a little bit, but she just started medication. I've got 2 that take thyroid medication now. And she's one of them. Hi, baby. You gonna come up? You wanna say hi? Gonna come up? No, I think she's a little shy. All right. And yeah, I do a lot of cleaning. So I do a whole lot of cleaning because I do have a lot of cats. So anyway, be well. Take care. I am sending you love and gratitude. I really want the best for everyone, and I want the best for all of you. And I have lost my patience a lot this week, but I lose my patience with when there's been a disingenuous or just flat out lying kind of sneakiness. Nothing will get under my skin faster. So we can do this. Ooh, yeah, sharp claws, honey. We can do this, and you will be fine. Rest this weekend. Okay? Rest. And we will talk very soon. Be well and take care of yourselves. Okay? All right. Like and subscribe the video if so inclined. Just feels kind of silly saying that at this point, but that is a reality. All right. And if you don't want to, you don't want to. Okay. Bye.